Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. Ha. Well, them boys still voting in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the model of the state. Ha. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk that can get.
And we got Najee Davenport, great Najee Davenport from the University of Miami, play with. Bring it in tight.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. Ha. Well, them boys still voting in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the model of the state. Ha. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk that can get.
And we got Najee Davenport, great Najee Davenport. The greatest practice ever. University of Miami. The U. Bring it in tight.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. Ha. Well, them boys still voting in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the model of the state. Ha. A lot of face, but it's still real around here.
Boom. There it is. And if you don't know, so basically, if you don't know what live trading is when we actually get on the charts and actually trade live, and like the IOD can follow us. So we're doing that in the morning with our villains. And IOD squad, we get up 8:30 in the morning, man. We get on the charts, start trading, see what's out there. We hit our goal this morning. And that's just part of IOD squad, man. Investor Dive, something we created. This is my own infomercial. I'm not running anybody else commercials. Let me see if I can get prettier, sexier. It's my own infomercial, which is our own product, IOD squad, something we created. But now we've added live trading where you can come watch us trade live. We have a goal we hit every day, and we hit it today. If you ever thought about jumping in the market, understanding the stock market, if you got the FRS and don't understand what to do with it, we talk about all those things in there. We're not your financial advisors. We just get in a round table and we start discussing. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing we do. In the Villan membership in Discord, we want to become a member. Let me see. We want to become a member. Let's see. The link should be in the description. But if they're not, we're gonna check out the description, see if the link's in there. YouTube used to do this automatically, man. YouTube used to make this easy on her. I don't know what has happened. Here we go. Boom. I'm gonna add the links to the description. And if you want to join, man, if you ever thought about getting in the stock market, the stock market. What is the hell is the stock market? If you ever thought about getting in the stock market, don't understand it, the lines look crazy to you. It's intimidating, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever reasons people use to run away from money, whatever you want to call it, man. We get in there and we talk about that stuff. So listen, I'm gonna bring the villains in here shortly. Dang, man, I'm trying to get my cool hat. Why we so low? Trying to get my cool hat on film, man. That's the heck going on. So today, man, we're gonna jump in here. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk about the Hurricanes. I mean, basically, the Canes, third seed. Today they get to face Louisville. They just faced Louisville. Actually, they faced Louisville. I think it was Sunday. They faced Louisville, and Louisville shot 60% from the three. Just shot the hell out the ball. It was kind of crazy. I can't even lie. I was there. It was wild and crazy watching that happen. But the Canes actually fought back, man. Even with them shooting 60%, right? The Canes actually fought back and made it a game, which I thought was pretty damn amazing. Well, Louisville won their first game. Canes had a bye. And they go out of the day at 2:30. Let's see. Let's see. If you're in the chat, the comment section, man, hit the like button, share, send it to a friend, help us out a little bit. If you don't know who I am, I mean, if you're only for the first time and you don't know who I am, because everybody don't know who I am. I'm Street. I created Footballville. Then we created Caneville to cover the kids that wasn't going to the Hurricanes because we were Hurricane fans. So we needed something. So we created Caneville just to cover the Canes, and Footballville can cover all the rest of the kids across the country and in South Florida that was going to other places. Created the Morning Breath Show so we could talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. When I realized that the athletes needed more than just football. I realized that they needed more than just football. They was getting to the highest level, the ones that were actually making it and I realized they didn't understand money. They wasn't going to figure it out. That's how I look at it. They wasn't going to figure it out, money and how money works. And so I created something called Invest or Die, and that's where we do the live trading and all that stuff at. But that was the purpose of the Morning Breath Show, so we could talk about it all. Like the kids backpedal, like they know how to backpedal. I mean, they know how to play football. They do that 4 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? I realized that they're not used to getting to the money if you don't understand what to do with it. Let me see what the villains in here doing.
everybody know Bill Belichick was cheating. Nobody mentioned that shit when they talk about him as one of the greatest coaches. You probably mentioned it when it happened, but years from now, none of that shit ain't gonna matter. Nobody cared that KD went to a championship winning team. He got 2 or 3 championships. That shit only matters today.
That's a lie. No, you can't compare. Hold on. You can't compare NFL and NBA because the product are completely different. You can't antiquate both of those. And if people care, KD gonna go down. Nobody cares. Oh, the optics are not the same. The optics are not the same.
What I'm saying is the tricks don't matter in a couple years. No, it does matter because you just embarrassed. Wait, hold up. Y'all just embarrassed Bill Belichick this year by not putting him in first ballot Hall of Fame when you know well he should have been in the Hall of Fame. And what did y'all use? That he was cheating. So y'all did hold it against him. Y'all embarrassed.
Hey, Lex, was you mad when Cam Ward played that bowl game just to break the record?
No, I mean, I didn't care.
Okay, that's the same exact thing then if you're going to go with your logic.
Lacey, I'm not mad at Bam. You keep bringing it to like I'm upset at Bam. I'm not.
My bad. I'm using the wrong word. My bad. That's the wrong word.
Lacey, I think you need to catch up in the combo, Lacey.
What y'all in here talking about? We live on YouTube.
We're discussing the record.
Here, we live on YouTube.
We live, y'all boys.
What y'all in here talking about?
83.
We're discussing the Bam record, Street.
What about it?
They trying to say
people just giving their opinion on it.
And I can understand it. In the heart of hearts.
What can they say about it? I mean, what is it they could say about it? What is it?
They don't like how he got it. They say he was fouling. He was chasing the record. The optics, how he got it. They mad about it.
And let's be honest, if that's also because Kobe had it. You feel me? Let's talk about what's going on with Kobe. Exactly. There you go. That's why it's not good. Why are you doing it? You feel me? He can't. You know what I'm saying? That's the real shit. Part of my language is real stuff, real spill.
He was here. He'll still be retired. He can't come back and go get the record again if he was here.
But it's not the fact. It's the fact that
I saw Stephen A. Smith said something about it. Like they're saying they don't like how he got it.
Yeah.
What do they mean? The free throws?
The free throws, the fouling. We was up by 30. Bam should have been in the game.
That's the thing that shakes my head about it, Streeter, because we know a lot of players in this league. If you give them 43 free throws. Full stop, 43 free throws, right? How many points do you think they're going to score? At least 60, maybe 70.
We'll go get it.
No, I'm not. I love what Bam did. I'm just saying, why are they having a problem with this? Because you look at the
Kobe
game,
had the record.
I know. I'm trying to ask for more. I know. I think that's what it is. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's 43. Think of just logically, 43 free throws. All right. I mean, the most that Jordan's ever shot was 27, something like that. Ever. 43 free throws. You know, that by itself,
I will ask you this. I will ask you this. I will ask you this. I think the problem is I think what people are getting effed up is that he started off with 31 points. Did anybody think that it was cheating?
2 missed shots.
Anybody think
2 missed shots? No.
Huh? So if you start off with 31 points in the first quarter, right? Guess what's going to happen for the rest of the game?
You're going to shoot them motherfucker.
They're going to give you the ball. So what we saw was not a natural game. We saw 31 points in the first quarter, and then the team probably was like, let's see how far he could go. And they unnaturally gave him the ball, and he unnaturally made the shots and got fouled. I don't think it's far-fetched at all. I don't think he wasn't just playing a game and ended up with 83. He had 31 in the first quarter, and I think they just started feeding him after that.
And Scooter, we done seen guys go on these type of heaters, and they check out at the end of the third quarter. Bam, the Heat, they were like, let's go get it.
No, check out.
So they went and got it.
It's a hell of a...
Exactly.
No, but how many people have scored 80 points? 2? 3?
Yeah, but we seen guys put up 60 and 70 in 3 quarters. We seen Steph do it. Klay Thompson, Dame. They done been on these heaters and then they don't play the whole 4th quarter.
Why would you stop if you could break a record that only 2 or 3 people did?
That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be deemed classless. That's why we're having this conversation.
Don't nobody owe like the Kobe.
Hey, listen.
I'm coming to get you.
You get a chance to score.
That's the entitled league.
You get a chance to score 83 points. I don't give a fuck what they call it. I don't care what they call it.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you're in an entitled league. Everybody feels entitled.
Does the NBA look like a classy league to you?
You say, does it look classy?
I've seen niggas step over niggas, man. I'm sorry. I've seen some things.
No, I've never thought of the NBA as being classy per se. That's when I think of the NBA, that's not what I think of. Not classy.
But but let's get into the nitty-gritty right now. We're talking about a deceased man's legacy. That's why it's deemed a classless. That's the whole premise. That's the core nucleus of the conversation. You tried to step over deceased man's legacy.
I think I think it's also
no one should try to break Wilk's record.
Mo, I think it's always something else too. We all
records are made to be broken.
That's all I know. We know that there is a lot of hate nationally for Miami sports. All right, full stop.
But hold on, fellas. I think we keep using, and I think we're using the wrong terminology. I don't think even with Bam breaking the record, he can do anything to Kobe's legacy. His legacy is already cemented.
Exactly.
Like, that's already done.
They keep matching it next to Kobe because he took Kobe's record, but this ain't got nothing to do with Kobe.
But we're not talking about just us. We're talking about everything in its totality. Yes, you could clearly see if you just go on your local X app, put it on and put in Bam Kobe, man, you're going to see thousands of people trashing Bam just because it's Kobe legacy. And that's a premise we're talking about, but that's not in holistically how it works like out there. You know what I'm saying? In the Villans, you know what I'm saying? We got common sense. We comprehend everything. But in the real, what's really going on is Bam stepped over a deceased man's legacy. He shouldn't have done that. He should have stopped at 81 to honor Kobe. That's what people are saying, and that's what the uproar is about.
Listen, man.
Well, they can have that.
Should Kobe have not tried to score as many as he could score?
If anybody has, go ahead, Mel. What'd you say?
No, I was just saying, should Kobe had not tried to score as many points as he scored?
Because I remember that game too.
Because if that's the case, every person that's dead, that means we just ain't nobody trying to break their record ever. Just because
we can't get the most assists or nothing because they did.
I think it
was just because it was Bam, man.
And I don't know how.
Because if it was Steph Curry or somebody, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. It's just because it was Bam. It's just because it was Bam. If it had been Steph Curry or anybody that they love, it wouldn't be a conversation. They'd be praising them. Oh, he broke Kobe record. So I mean,
and on top of that, I still think there's an undercurrent of anything positive that happened in Miami sports. I don't know what it is. People just gonna have an issue with it, man. I don't care what it is.
No, listen,
we all should know that. We all should know that.
I don't think it's a Miami. Oh, so go ahead, speak.
They gonna anybody that we got Mel in here. Mel was really deep in basketball. Bird is a big basketball fan. I don't know who else in here huge basketball fan, right? Motherfuckers don't score 83 points. I don't give a fuck what it is. AAU, like the shit don't happen.
83 is hard. 83 is hard. I don't care how you get it.
So for somebody to get there and another basketball guy say something about it, it's weird.
50 is hard.
Dog, it's weird to me, dog. Compare 83 to something in football.
Bro, whoever said that, yeah.
Compare 83 to something.
7 touchdowns.
What?
7 passing touchdowns.
7? Hell no. Nah.
Yeah, that's the record. That's the record.
Nope. I don't know. I think it got to be harder than that.
2,000 yards.
It's hard.
2,000 rushing.
It's
what I would say
to score 80 points. Like you gotta to be on that long. However you get it, is still you gotta tip your cap to them because it's hard. Just look at how many people have done it in the history of the game. That'll tell you right there how hard it is.
Yeah, dog. It's amazing to me that another basketball guy would say something about that. Like you know that it don't happen to start off a game with 31 points when I can show you teams that ain't scored 31 points in the first quarter. You know what has to be happening for this to happen, right? The dude has to be hot, first of all, for it to happen. So don't take that away from him. We all watched the highlight. He was on fire.
Exactly, Street. And they ride the hot hand. Right. That's how he ended up with 83. That's you exactly right.
I just
as anybody should be trying to do.
Yeah, Mel, you covered AAU. What's the most you ever saw one of them kids throw up and they just jacking the ball up in AAU?
Like probably like 40 something, 35, but like in an AAU game, that's a lot of points still.
That's a whole lot.
Because you're not playing 12-minute quarters.
Right. And that's
a lot of points though.
Yeah, not a lot of defense. The Washington Wizards looked inept out there the other night. They fucking did. They did. They looked like they always at goddamn bootleggers or goddamn bootleggers. That's old as hell. The offense, dog, they look bad. Right? But bro, listen, with no defense on the fucking court, it's hard to score 83 points, bro.
Yep.
It is. It's hard to make that many shots. So for basketball guys, the damage player is unbelievable to me.
And one thing is this is a star-driven league. It's not, you feel me? I'm a huge Heat fan. Love Bam. But it's a fact that technically it could come from a random player. We're not talking about Bam scoring 30, 30, 30. Yeah, he have a good game, 1 or 2. But now he just pops out the blue at 83. People don't like that, man. That rub people the wrong way. Oh, why he doing it now? He had a good game, and now he trying to take it all away. And like you said, we're not going to undermine and devalue the fact that he scored 83. People are just looking at the semantics behind it and saying, well, we can't count this because of all of these reasons, instead of giving somebody their flowers.
If you've been watching basketball lately, over the past couple of years, it's random 50 pieces all the time. Random dudes you ain't never heard of, getting you 50 and 40 and 45 triple-double. No,
not 80, not 83. Not 83. Not 83.
No, that's not 83, but because of the rules. Yeah, because of the rules. Yeah, you're right.
Nah, bro. I think it's trash to me. It's trash to me that another basketball guy would play what he did. When they know damn well probably half of them ain't even got halfway there. Scoring 50 is a lot of points.
You're hating. Not my hate.
Listen, man, today in a few hours, Miami takes on Louisville. Basketball, Miami takes on Louisville. I was there the other day. They took on Louisville, and Louisville shot the leather off the ball.
Immaculate. They shot immaculate. I watched that game.
They shot the leather off the ball. I heard it was like 60%. I think Bird said it was like 60%. They literally shot the leather off the ball, bro.
Yes, sir. They shot 60% from 3, while we shot 57% from the field goal percentage, just period, from 3 and all over. So yeah, they were on fire from 3.
Sound like they were bamming everything.
They sure was. Man, listen, I've been getting, if y'all boys, I would implore you guys, if y'all want to be entertained watching Miami basketball, you're actually kind of nice.
They are nice. They're pretty good because they fought back in that game, even though it was what it was. They actually fought back in that game and had a chance to take the lead. And fumbled the ball. I mean, the ball.
All year they've been having.
Go ahead, Rod. What'd you say?
All year they've been having, like, not every game, but there's been some games where it's been like tight, and them boys did not quit. They fought, they clawed back, and that's what I love about them boys. Them boys, they fight to the end, and that's why I feel like they're gonna have I won't say how far. I don't know how far they're gonna go in the tournament, but they're gonna have a chance in pretty much every game until we get to them big dogs, because they fight. They're not scared of nobody. And they believe in themselves. They got confidence, man. And that's gonna take them a long way, man.
We still got a little bit of smoldering.
They Rod, you out there fighting crime, dog? They
He sure is.
Don't love OT, dog.
That boy out there.
Man, you out here giving people PTSD.
That boy out there fighting crime. No, they
had a little behind me.
They fought back in that game, and I watched Louisville not miss shots like the whole entire game, and they fought back and had a chance to take the lead. I don't see Louisville shooting the ball like that today, and if they do, okay, then we deserve to lose. I mean, because if you're gonna come out there and shoot the ball at 60% from three, then yeah, you deserve to win. But for the Canes to fight back in that game and have a chance to win at the end shows me a lot. I think Louisville was favored in that game by a few points. Their best player didn't. I don't know. I think he's the highest scorer on the team, or the second highest scorer on the team. Didn't play.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Mikal. Is Mikal playing today?
He out for the whole tournament.
Oh no, he not.
Oh yeah, we need that. Nah, I hope not. That boy fought.
I seen it earlier. I seen it last night where it say he gonna miss the ACC tournament.
Hey, y'all boys think Shelton Henderson could play tight end?
I think Shelton Henderson's going. Shelton Henderson's going to the league, though.
Hey man, he sure is. That's what I'm saying. Hey man, get his ass.
You think so?
Not this year.
He comes back another year. He comes back another year.
You think he comes back?
Yeah, I think he needs. I think he just needs to refine some of his tools. You know, he. You know what? I don't want to say this because they just have to buy. He kind of like our LeBron, but without like the IQ and the ball handles. Because when he goes down hills, man, this man's unstoppable. I see people get out the way. I'm like, ooh. But he needs to refine his basketball IQ, and he needs to develop a jump shot. If he gets a jump shot and has a little more basketball IQ.
I wish Malik Renell.
Who y'all talking about coming back?
Shelton Henderson.
He ain't coming back. Y'all don't know how this work. Oh, he not? Why would he?
He already said he wanted to come back.
That's what they all say at this time of the year. But let me just tell you, watch what after this season, man, he gonna say he's not coming back.
Nah, Mel, I think
he's a one and done player.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so, man.
He said Rip, he didn't want to be the one and done.
I mean, that's what he's supposed to say, though, right? I mean, how many times do we hear them say that only for them 6 weeks later to put their name in the draft?
Right. We don't see.
What do you see in his game? What do you see in his game that makes him a draft pick?
It don't matter.
I'll say
what I see is what the scouts see, the projection.
I'll say this, Mel, in your defense. I think he will do all the testing for the NBA. He might even go to the NBA Combine, because NBA, you can do all that and still return to college just to get feedback. So he might test it. I think he might test the draft process, but I think he ultimately ends up coming back.
All it takes is one team, 1 through 15, to say, man, we like what you got. We gonna take you.
Oh, well, you talking about him being in the lottery? Then nah. I definitely don't think he's going in the lottery.
It depends on how he tests and what he does in the tournament. But yeah, you talking about guaranteed money.
I wish Malik Renew could come back.
Shoot, Trey Donaldson, hell. I'm glad we get True back, but Trey been, boy. Yeah. This last month or so, Trey Donaldson been that guy.
He's a dog.
But, hey, remember I was telling you about that when you was first saying, Trey, we ain't got nobody who can just go get buckets, and I was like, man, I think Trey Donaldson could be the one. Sometimes he just defer too much. He gotta believe in himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. He done turned it on.
Yeah, he got the ability. I seen it.
Trey Donaldson.
But I like Renew, man. God, I like Renew.
Nah, a few of those guys turned it on. We got some overseas shooter. He nice.
Oh yeah.
Brett. You know him, the Brett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some overseas shooter, boy. He lighting it up. I'm talking about no heavy. Film. I said, ooh, this guy.
Bro,
I looked his name up. I ain't even try to pronounce it.
John Lucas this year. First season, right? Fastest Miami coach. What's your background, Rod? Fastest Miami coach to 10 wins. Fastest Miami coach to 15 wins. Fastest Miami coach to 20 wins. I know he has the biggest turnaround in college basketball. I think they were 7 wins last year. Now they at what, 26, 24, something like that. I think he's the fastest start of any Miami coach ever. Bird, if you had to attribute this to something, like what would you attribute this to? Like why do you? I know you were big on him coming here. Like how do you think he started so fast?
Honestly, dog, I mean, outside of his father and his brother, you know what I mean? You know, him being just a part of that Lucas family. Look at all the stops that he was at before. He was at Texas. He was at Kentucky. He was at Duke. You feel what I'm saying? So he's been at a bunch of, you know, the blue bloods of basketball, like, you know, the programs that everybody respects. So, you know, I mean, he kind of knows what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of the same thing that we talk about when we talk about our football coach, you know, who was there at Alabama when they was kicking strong. Like they kind of know what it looks like. And he knows that as well. And he's young, you know what I mean? So he's able to, I guess, relate better to a lot of these players, especially in this era of NIL.
Anybody else got a take on that? Why he started so fast? Kind of knows what.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Yes.
Like he comes from basketball royalty. Yeah, his brother played in the league. His dad. He came out of the Houston Hoops program, and then all the stops he went at, I'm sure he took a little bit from all those coaches. He learned from the best, Mike Krzyzewski, John Calipari.
I think he has a good defensive. Oh,
yeah.
I think one of the things.
My bad, Mel.
I think one of the things.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. Yeah.
I think one of the things too, being an assistant at one of these elite programs, he's seen a lot of basketball players and developed some really good relationships with them, because the kids that he brought into Miami are kids that a lot of them are kids that he recruited before, right? Then he was familiar. He either recruited or played against them, you know, and so you know he's very familiar with the landscape of what college basketball is today. I think the previous head coach just wasn't able to relate anymore. He was a good coach, he just couldn't relate anymore. This guy understands what basketball is today and what it takes to win in today's college basketball.
I also think he had Bam recruiting for him too.
You think he had what?
Bam Adebayo recruiting for him too.
Did he? Yeah, Bam recruiting for him. Where'd it come from?
I'm joking. It was a bad joke.
You being sarcastic? It's a bad joke. That's a bad joke. Though. That's a bad joke. No, bro. I think Bird said. I think he knows what it looked like. Is one of the things. I also talk about programming sometimes, right? Like your programming. A lot of times we think that as a kid we get programmed by our environment, right? And a lot of times we think that in your home, you may come from the hood, mama yelling, you turn out the lights. Who gonna pay a light bill? Money don't grow on trees. In other people's homes, you think they're teaching their kids about investing in stocks and they're sitting down having these teachings. But I don't think it works like that. I think it's just the programming of your environment, right? I always go back to Floyd Mayweather and his genetic makeup and his programming was boxing. Right? Like his programming was boxing. Jai Lucas' programming was probably some life, a lot of basketball. Steph Curry programming was probably he lived in a basketball court with his dad. Jai Lucas heard things from his dad probably about coaching and that just sunk in as a kid. You know, as a kid, they're like sponges. So he probably has his programming was basketball. And then he does know what it looks like. Like it's a difference when you're raised in the middle of it and you kind of you know what it looks like. Vice, coming from somewhere else, and you're part of the good old boy network, and you haven't really seen it what it looks like. He knows exactly what it looks like. He's been around basketball his whole entire life, so he does know what it looks like. And he knows a lot of people too. I think everybody sees them as good people, right? Like, y'all never heard anything bad about the Lucases, huh?
Nope. I mean, his dad, was also known for transforming people's lives that were addicts.
Right.
Oh, damn! Really?
And so his dad had a real bad cocaine problem.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how he got kicked out the league.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had a whole rehabilitation center in Houston for guys that had cocaine problems, that in sports, or addiction problems, not just cocaine.
Mm.
So he also grew up watching that.
Oh.
I got a question. Was the ACC down this year basketball wise, or was it a talent to ACC?
Nope. Nah, it's been a strong year. We're gonna have at least about 8 or 9 teams projected to make the tournament, which that's half of the league. So that's pretty good.
That's even more impressive.
Yeah, I don't think it was down at all. I think the team is kind of getting better. I think at the end of the year they started competing a little better, scoring better. I think they averaged 70 points a game, 71 points a game. I have it right here. 76.
Street, the biggest flip this last month, Street, has been the fact that we've been able to knock down the three. Like somebody alluded to earlier, Noam DeVrat coming in over these last 4 to 5 games, being able to knock down at least 2 or 3 threes a game has helped us out a lot. I think we're actually top in the conference in that small sample size in 3-point percentage. So that's all it's done took is for a guy to be able to knock down some perimeter shots, and it's opened it up for us.
And buy in on defense. When boys playing good defense, man. They're not closing out, obviously, on Louisville, but I like the buy-in they have on defense. Dante Allen, I think he's a good fit since he came from Columbus and he knows kind of like Columbus. I like that Columbus system. They're running that same Columbus offense that they ran. I watched the Boozer twins in Columbus a lot, and they kind of doing the same thing. Good, turning that good defense to fast break transitional offense. I think that's high key. That's high key our style, run and gun type.
I asked John Lucas. Go ahead, Bird.
I just wanted to add one last little caveat. True Washington coming off the bench. I think that's been something that's helped flip the season too. Because before we had no bench. Yeah, no bench scoring punch before that. And he kind of, has been averaging at least 10 off the bench on top of playing that great defense. I think he leads the ACC in steals. So yeah, that's been big too. You can go ahead though, Street.
I think the biggest thing with me when I seen from the beginning is just time. You remember, I was very optimistic about them at the beginning of the season, because I didn't know what it would look like. But once I seen how good they played at the beginning, I knew it would only get better because they're starting to build that chemistry. Remember, we talking about a team that no one was here from last year. Nobody played together. Not one. You know what I'm saying? So only with a matter of time, I knew it would only get better, man, towards the end of the season. We would start locking in. We already come hard on defense. You know what I'm saying? They buying in on defense, and it's making a way for everything else. I think that was the most important thing. That defense. Start off on defense and let the offense come. And have, like Bird said, look, we see it's coming now. You got DeVrat shooting, True Washington coming off the bench. I mean, Dante Allen been playing fucking great for a true freshman. I mean, defensively, it's like they put all the intensity on defense first. Right. Rebounding, crashing boards. I mean, I love it, man. And I knew it would only get better, dog, once the guys start playing with each other more and building that chemistry.
They they right now, I think it's just they're peaking at the right time. All the stuff y'all saying is correct. I think and I think they are one of the premier teams in the league. I mean, just because they just became ranked, I don't think I mean anything. I've been watching a lot of basketball here. Some of these better teams, Houston, Michigan. I think they could play with these teams, bro. I do. I mean, I think they could play. I think they could play with these teams.
Now, for sure, they can. And then, like I said, man, they got a nucleus, man, that core nucleus, that those two guys that Jay brought in. If Shelton Henderson stayed, man, next year we're gonna really take off. Plus, we got that 5-star from Columbus too. Another person in the system. I like that. I like this team. I like how he constructed it.
Just running it back with some type of familiarity is gonna be good for us, man.
Exactly, man. Because they already got a system. He already got a system in place. Like, he got this thing down. Like I said, the buy-in on defense. Because if you play basketball, you know basketball players not really trying to be physical and stuff like that. It's more of a finesse sport. But these boys getting down and dirty, diving after loose balls, you know, making outlet passes. I'm telling you, that boy Shelton Henderson, when he get downhill, I was like, ooh wee.
Hey, and I know I'm about to sound kind of, you know, tinfoil hat when I say this, but do y'all think, like you just said, the fact that the basketball team bought in like that, do you think it's because they kind of took on the mentality of our football team and how supportive they are to one another, as far as them boys going to all of them games, and vice versa, the football team coming to all of them games in basketball? Do you think they kind of fed off of that? Like, that's the mentality at UM now, is toughness. No matter what sport it's going to be, they're going to be tough.
Yeah,
I think that's a part of it.
Yeah, that's a part of it, but I think it's more so of Ja Lucas, man. Because if you got a piece of shit coach, you know what I'm saying? It won't be that easy to buy in, bro. It won't be that easy to buy in. I think it's more so of Ja Lucas, and that's a part of it too. You know what I'm saying? But I think they really bought into Ja Lucas. He was able to, like, I think that was Mel said, he was able to like communicate with them well, you know what I'm saying? Relate to them. And I think that made it easier for them to buy into him. And his knowledge for the game.
I got a question. Is he doing something X's and O's like different, like other, like maybe like college haven't seen?
I wouldn't.
Well, I seen him break out a 1-3-1. You those who play basketball know what a 1-3-1 is. That's like they call it when I play basketball.
Yeah, he schemes up really on the defensive end, DeLacy, when it comes to the X's and O's. Offense, though, we running NBA style. We gonna pick and roll and dribble handoff. Like, so the offensive side, you know what I mean, is pretty much a spread NBA game, which is crazy because college, they try to condense everything, but that's what we do on defense. We condense with running those zones. And we run like a hell of a 2-3 man matchup.
Yeah, 2-3 man is hell for them. Like I think also another thing that could be underrated, like y'all said, what's his name? The transfers, the older guys. I think he brought in a core nucleus that believed in his system, and they were able to fluidly like put it through the team. So everybody believes now, like, all right, Trey Donaldson, he's going out there being hella tough. And Malik Renew, he's out here being hella tough. You feel me? And now, if you get 2 or 3 guys to buy in, you can get the whole team to buy in because it's basketball. You need each other. You feel me? So once you get those guys to buy in, and they're the seniors, and they're the older guys, and they're your leaders, they set the foundation for the next people. So now they come in and they know what is expected of them, not just from the coach, but from my teammates. Self-accountability. And I think that's very big and an underrated portion in basketball. Team basketball, college basketball for sure, especially when you're young.
Yeah, I think he had this. Ja Lucas has the fastest start in Miami Hurricane history. Faster than Larry Nager, faster than anybody we ever had. I believe it's funny though, because when I seen him, I wanted to talk to him a few times, and when he first got here, he walked past me a few times. He's a very small guy. Every time he walked past me, I used to think he was a college kid until he got past me, and I'm like, oh crap, damn, they go coach right there. Every time I see him, very small guy, looks youthful in the face, but he has got these kids to buy in, and everybody wanted the Boozer twins, you know what I'm saying? But it looked like he didn't need them. He went out there and got a few ballers, man, and they ran this thing up. They have them projected
A Street and like that
in the tournament. They're the third seed in the ACC. They got them projected as a 6th seed in the tournament. Go ahead.
Nah, I was just about to say, like, I mean, we keep saying the team is young, and we do got a good crop of young guys, but I would even say we're really a veteran team that's got a lot of veterans set to return next year. Like True Washington will be a senior next year. The Dovry guy and Timo, the other little wing guy that we got to shoot threes, and then the other big guy, all of those guys are freshmen, but they're professionals. They play professionally overseas, so they're pretty old too. Like they might be 20, 21 already. So
That's
you know what I mean? Like,
too.
yeah, I think we're gonna be even more deadlier next year, dog. Just to add that little caveat.
Nah, that's underrated too. Like I said, when I looked up who that guy was, because I think they were playing Florida State, and he was going crazy. I was like, "Who? I gotta look this guy up. Who is this guy?" And I found out he played. One of them played professional in Israel. I believe that's him, right? Was that him played professional ball in Israel? Yeah.
That's
so
him.
yeah, I'm like, oh, he's an ex-pro. So I can understand coming in with the mentality. You know how it is. That's why I said it's so important for that core belief has to be on the field, on the basketball court, because it's so easy to get caught up in the hype in basketball because everybody's seeing you're winning. You need some professionals in there that just go in and work and not, you know what I'm saying? Being lit in Miami, we know what it is for the football team being lit in Miami. Mally got a whole Gabos commercial. You feel me? So it could sometimes get to your head and then come out on the court and you thinking you're the man and this team come and swoop you in. But if you got professionals and seniors who've been through this and seen all of this and won at the highest level of college basketball, you're good. They could come in and get your mind right. Hey, listen, freshman, I know that you just dropped 15 in front of your girlfriend, but we got to play this game and we got the ACC tournament coming up. You know what I'm saying? So we need you to get point. And a pro from Israel, he probably coming in not saying nothing, just coming in, doing his work and going home.
Hey, yeah. We got all of those overseas guys. I got to give a shout out again to y'all boy from Columbus. Shout out to Coach Moran. He's the connection to a lot of those overseas players.
That's why I like that Columbus collection, because that Columbus, if you watch that Columbus team, it was the Boozer twins, but they played EYBL. So my cousin's sister, they do something with the Night Riders. So I got a chance to watch their game at like 10th grade, and these boys are playing like, I'm like, what the hell? Why are they so efficient? Like, why is everything moving so fluidly on basketball court? Like, I never AAU team move like this. They're moving like a high level college team, and I'm like, boy, that system. So I started following the Columbus team more and more. And I'm like, yo, they played. The team that was on the Night Riders was on Columbus, and now half of them are in Miami and still doing the same thing. And then the coach who coached them at Miami too, implementing that same system. That's why I like Dante Allen, because that's the point guard of the future. Because he's running that, he's coming in, he's knowing what to do, where to pass at, what's going on, like facilitator. I'm like, oh, okay, this we got a little thing going on in Miami, huh? Columbus boy, maybe I gotta get half a gym in Columbus. That all boy will do something.
Oh, you in the portal, bro? What happened? You running around the house? You ran outside by the pool or something?
Yeah, I sure did. My bad. I was going outside. But yeah, I said that Columbus, I watched that shit. I watched the Boozer twins in 10th grade when they were, and they were moving like a high level. They were moving like a high level college team. And then I watched the high school team, and I'm like, they're doing the same. They're running the same offense they ran in AAU. And most of those guys just played on the Night Riders, played on the U. And that continuity is very important in basketball. It's the number one thing I would say in basketball. Just knowing where everybody's going to be, the right pass, what we're doing on defense, what system we're running, how we're playing our game. And I think they have their game already. I think that's what it is. They found their game, and they're sticking to it. They're not going overboard. They're not doing all type of other stuff. Because, in college basketball, these kids can get kind of frivolous with the ball and careless and throwing up shots. It's a big game. Maybe the pressure's getting on to them, and they got to try and score this and score that. No, we're just Playing defense, turning it into offense. Playing defense, turning it into offense.
You play basketball, bro?
Yeah, I play basketball.
You played in high school?
Yeah. Yeah, I played high school. I played a little bit of middle school. I started in 7th grade because I had moved from Miami to Orlando for a little bit. And in Orlando, they was really playing basketball. So I got in. I was fast. So they just put me at a wing, and we ran, like I said, we ran a 1-3-1. We called it Kentucky. And we had a coach that coached for the NY Gauchos, whatever that was called. He just loved that. And he was a disciplinary, you know. I figured out that continuity, because we played basketball. If you had to be on this team, you had to play basketball all year round. Come after football practice, you're going to have to be here in basketball. And we realized when we started winning games was when we started getting the flow of everything, the continuity. We knew where everything was. We knew what the steps were. We knew what to do. High basketball IQ. And I think that's what we're developing now. Yeah.
Has Coach Moran always been the one over the Night Riders program?
I don't necessarily know. I think there was a black guy who was in front of it. I'm not too sure. I think there was like this light-skinned guy. I think he took over once the Boozers got into the 8th grade. I think he followed them up because I know he's been with them since the 9th grade.
Oh no, I was just asking because I remember the Night Riders being good when they had Vernon Carey and Scotty Barnes on their
Vernon
team.
Carey and Scotty Barnes. But that's when they implement. That's when they had superstars. You know, the EYBL. That's like a star-driven AAU thing. So they're not even trying to play real basketball. They're just trying to promote their stars. But the Night Riders, when Moran got there, they were really trying to play basketball and win. Like they had a system. That was the first AAU team I ever seen with a system. I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, these guys are like not being selfish. You know, in EYBL, you got a fast break. You know, you're trying to windmill. You're trying to put on a show for the kids and get the crowd hype, hoop mixtapes there and all that. These boys weren't doing that. Nah, they were making the right passes. They were coming down, slowing the game down. I'm like, yo, what the heck is going on? Like, this will throw any AAU team off because AAU teams don't even really be like, you feel me, conducive like in that. They just come there, play basketball, and do what they do. These guys knew what they were doing. Like, knew it.
Yeah.
One-on-one in AAU. So you
the big Camp Bruiser, the bigger one, man, comes across as a 30-year-old fucking player guy to me, man. Like he comes across as a grown man. Even when I saw him in high school in person one time, the only thing I can compare it to is when I saw LeBron the first time, and I was just like, I don't ever want to see this dude play in high school again. I didn't like.
But listen, man.
Like he didn't belong in high school when I saw him play live.
And you know what the scariest thing is? To me, he's obviously the physical aspect, but his brother was literally the Cam Ward of that team, quarterback. Like, if you have a high IQ point guard, man, listen, your team can go far. If he's investing in a defense and he's a high IQ point guard, that Cameron Boozer, he was a point guard. He knew exactly what to do, how to do it, control the space. He knew when to push the tempo. He knew when to slow it down. He just knew. They just understood the game at a level that I had personally never seen in my life. Because it took a long time. You got to study basketball.
Let me ask you this, Yick. Do you think it's a real chance that maybe he could possibly swing in that portal after this year and we possibly bring him on home? Because we know Big Bro is back.
I don't know, man. That's his dad alma mater. I don't know. I don't see them doing their dad alma mater like that.
Hey, street. But I've been hearing Boozer been at a lot of our games. Boozer been at a lot of Miami games.
I can believe that. I believe you're a basketball guy. He's from Miami. I can believe that. You talking about the dad?
Yeah, he been at a lot of our games.
How did they get there?
So
that's the question. How did they get there? That's the question.
How did they get to Duke, or how did they get
to Duke?
They got hey man, alumni. Father's an alumni.
Right.
Money.
So I don't see him, like, what is he going to say to them?
I mean, on some real street, I think he probably...
They're not leaving a Nike school to come to an Adidas school. That's not happening. Nike would never let that happen.
Explain that, Melvin. Explain what you're saying.
Well, because they both got Jordan NIL deals. Duke is probably Nike's one of their premier programs.
Mm-hmm.
They would never transfer to an Adidas school.
So it's like having
Boozer could be at practice every damn day. They ain't coming to Miami.
It's like having roots in the ground, right? They're entwined into what Duke has going on.
Like Nike been paying them dudes since they probably was in the 9th grade. They probably been paying the dad.
They got Columbus a Jordan deal.
Well, Columbus is a Jordan school. They got an NIL deal, so they tied in at the hip. Them boys ain't never.
I mean, but hold on. So we getting Caleb Gaskins next year, who's at Columbus, a Jordan school. He's coming to an Adidas school.
That's fine.
I don't think he has ties to Duke, so he doesn't have ties.
Yeah. Like, plus their dad went there. Like, that would never happen.
Yeah, you heard Street, man. These boys deep rooted into Duke. Hit legacy. Yeah. That's like what's his name? Who's coaching at Carroll City right now? What's his name? He played for us. Najee Davenport. His son is a beast at wide receiver for the Miramar Wolverines. I'm talking about this J is 5. If that's like him going to somewhere else, he's not going nowhere but Miami. Hopefully. Let's just pray.
Well, that could happen.
I'd say we can't have that same standard. We all remember Calvin Russell. That ain't too far removed, dog.
Man, Calvin Russell's mom played basketball. If his dad played football, come on, we're not letting him leave.
Hey, but his uncle played football, correct? Didn't his uncle play football?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Richard Gordon, right?
Gordon, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same thing, though.
Yeah, not necessarily. Carlos Boozer is a legend at Duke. Legend. I'm talking about legend.
Yeah, it was just wishful thinking. I mean, because we was right there at the end.
Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer definitely. He's the point guard.
If their dad didn't go to Duke, they would probably be at Miami. But yeah.
And I'm just thinking about that backcourt. Now you talking about a backcourt with True Washington, hell, maybe a Cam Boozer, shit, Dante Allen, like, yeah, Henderson possibly, man, yeah, that'll be a squad.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough pull.
Hey, Street, you saw you watched some of the Miramar Wolverines last year?
Yeah. I covered.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about.
I covered Brand since he was like 8. I was the one telling everybody he was next, and they just thought he was some light-skinned kid with good hair. Who daddy was famous, and they thought he was. Yeah, they did. A lot of people thought he wasn't as good. They just thought his daddy was famous, and I was telling people, no, bro, listen, I'm not sure what y'all looking at, but. And then eventually everybody started jumping on the bandwagon. But I covered Brent since he was like 8 years old. I've interviewed him and all. I did podcasts with him and all. But no, bro. So listen, if they got him projected as a number 6 seed in the tournament, do we have the guard play? Because I think the teams with good guards are the ones who survive in the tournament. That's just. You think we have the guard play to go deep in the tournament?
Yes. See, Street, this is how I look at it. I mean, because now we got something to really compare this team to. All right, so we got an Elite 8 team that we compare them to, and we got a Final 4 team that we can compare them to. And what did those two teams have? You feel what I'm saying? And then we can basically see what this team has. So do we have a lead guard? I think Trey Donaldson has stepped up and showed he can take on that Isaiah Wong role. So that's check. Do we have somebody in the paint? I think we got 2 guys who can, cover for what Norchad did and possibly Jordan Miller. It's just Jordan Miller gave us a lot on the perimeter as well. And that's the X factor. We need Sheldon Henderson to be consistent. Mm-hmm. If he can give us 10 to 12 points a game in the big tournament, then I think we'll be just fine. Because I think Renew will give us what we need down low. I think Uday will give us enough, alley-oops and protect the basket. So I think those two take care of the Norchad O'Meara thing. But we need Henderson to, be that X factor and True Washington. But I think we can. I think we can make a deep run.
Yeah, I think it falls all on the guards when it comes to the tournament. I think you're flipping teams and you're playing the teams. Some night you're getting one day to prepare for them. I think the guards have to be coaches on the court. Can we keep Jack Lucas here in Miami?
That's another question I've been having too, Street.
Man,
I hope we can.
Can we?
Hey, Street.
What's up?
I hope Kentucky ain't the end goal, or Texas ain't the end goal, or Houston, like Mel has said before. Like, which Houston, I'm hearing they having problems with money down there. Kelvin Sampson's complaining about that, so I don't think Houston is unless they do
Kentucky. I've been hearing they've been trying to change their coach. So I'm hearing a lot of Jay Lucas buzz for Kentucky. Lots of.
But see, I think if it's one of those schools with what he's did this year, Street, I think because he's had the immediate success that he's had, I think it's going to be hard for teams to pull him out of here. Because
and I agree with that, Bird. I said,
go ahead.
Now I was gonna say the city. I didn't think of this like in totality, but the city of Miami literally is like a gatekeeper. Like once you realize you can get any and anybody at Miami and still live in Miami, that's literally so hard to persuade unless you have a dream job elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like unless you have, all right, now we lose Jay Lucas to the Washington Wizards. All right, we can't be mad at that. But another college team where you can still get 5-star talent in Miami, at Miami, and still have a competitive team, I don't think that's like, it's the same. It's the basketball and football are synonymous with that, and baseball too, because we're doing good in baseball. But really, football and basketball, you could tell a 5-star, hey, listen, you can get paid $800,000, live in Miami, and be the guy. What kid's turning that down? You basically living the NBA life in college.
Yeah.
It's impossible to turn down. That's why I don't think that unless it's the NBA.
Street, I with also thinking that what you just asked, I've also come to the solution that if he does eventually go, we'll be fine because of some of the guys we've already talked about. Coach Moran being one of them as a candidate, and we know he's connected with all of these top, you know what I'm saying, players and over here and across the seas. Like his resume speaks for itself. Not only him, we got Coach CY that Mel is familiar with and a few of us are familiar with, who's got a very solid resume. So I think we're in good hands, even if he were to leave.
Good. Where did he play at? Texas and Florida? He played college ball at?
Yeah. I don't see Florida being a threat, and Florida ain't finna get rid of that coach they got. He just brought them a championship, so I don't think we got to worry about them no time soon.
Well, he's in the talks of going to Kentucky too. He's in the talks about going to Kentucky. Kentucky fans are big on him.
And he may go. You can convince the coach to leave from Gainesville to go up to Kentucky. Like I believe that.
That's what I was saying. It's hard for somebody to convince somebody to leave Miami. Super hard.
I think that is today's game, football and basketball. I believe that is today's game, and I don't know if parents are caught on to that yet. That right, like you getting paid this money, you want to live in a city that can hold you, right? Like you don't want to live in Athens, Georgia. I believe I'm not sure how the coaches look at it now, right? The coaches may want their kids in Athens, Georgia. Maybe. I don't know. Them kids, you know what I'm saying? Them Athens kids seem to be getting in a lot of trouble because they probably bored out of their mind, right?
But think about it, Street.
What's up?
But think about it. Just stay right there for a second. Think about it. Most of these kids, like you said, that's going to these colleges and these rural ass places with nothing to do. Well, when they do get all that money, where are they ending up at? Miami. Because we see them with their blogs and shit. So they ending up in Florida anyway. Wink, wink, our fucking quarterback, being in Tampa, this is where they at anyway.
Yeah.
And that's why I said it's going to be hard to beat. But especially with basketball where the money is very finite and you can be more seen and it's more a luxurious background, right? There's no telling what you could tell any basketball player about Miami. Anyone. I can guarantee it. You show them the SLS on South Beach and be like, listen, you could stay here every weekend if you wanted to.
Yeah, Bert.
Oh,
I mean,
think
Bert,
about
you're
this
right.
shit.
A lot of them, Bert. A lot of them do come here. They're just here, like when they have free time. That's how I interviewed a lot of them. They're just here in Miami. Like I'm talking about NFL guys and all.
That's what I was about to say. Think about some of the access you've given us with just the pictures you dropped with the high school quarterback. This motherfucker going to work out in the same facility, and Travis Kelce is right behind him. Like, you don't get that shit nowhere else. You feel what I'm saying? And this nigga's in high school. Like, you don't get that nowhere else, dog.
Facts. He actually became good friends.
I'm saying, if you guys want to go back,
he actually became good friends with Travis Kelce.
And if you guys want to go back into Kane's lore, in 2013 when we had Shane Larkin and them, guess who pulled up courtside? Braun, Wade, Chris Bosh. Like, the stars are out here. That's what I'm saying.
They used to go to games. Braun and Wade and them used to go to games.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine James Jones used to take them to UM games a lot. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They think about it, brother. Stars are here, but we're a sleeping giant in basketball for real. Like, you can come here and be a star, and then live the luxurious lifestyle and the star lifestyle already. So when you get to the NBA, none of that stuff is new to you. Oh, I already done dropped 20 points, got 500,000, and stay in a penthouse, or you can't stay off campus, but. You know, I went out around the town and went to Club 11. They let me in for free already. I already know the Club 11 people.
Oh, shit.
It's the same pitch for the football team.
That's why I said Miami, the city, is we just lucky. We're just lucky to have it. That's our selling point. We don't got to sell the school. We can sell the city.
Hey, yeah. That campus statement is some bullshit. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. You ain't just see our goddamn star wide receiver what he posted. Motherfucker posted at his house. He bought a goddamn
Mally. Well, we Mally. You done. I just told you my boy got a whole commercial on why he picked Gabos. Whole commercial.
Yeah.
2 minutes and 30-something seconds.
He's with that's the same company Travis Hunter was with, right?
Yeah, isn't that a football helmet company?
No, like sports apparel. Next round, I think. Next round.
Yeah, something like that. Next, I know it has next in the name, but that's what I'm saying, bro. The marketing opportunities are foreverless, neverless. Got to make up new words for what we have over here.
You saw that boy.
So wait a minute, hold on.
Up there with that drip on, boy, Malachi, was up that drip. What he had on Louis Vuitton with the rhinestones? Boy, that boy was up there.
Come on, man. Imagine we
get in the mother.
So what y'all telling me right now, Street and Yick, is this boy is capitalizing on this NIL and marketing shit with this whole Gabos thing? Because first, wasn't it Hellstar that wanted a piece of the Gabos? Yeah. Now y'all telling me another brand. Another brand wants a piece of the Gabos.
Bird. This thing is everless. You can give it out to everybody. Everybody can get a piece of the Gabos. They don't just stop at Hellstar. Man, everybody take a piece of this Gabos. Don't let Mally go for another band this year. Boy, oh boy.
Now,
if you knew him, man, save his number.
Now what is showing, and see, this is why the NCAA ain't brought their asses down here to investigate, because it speaks for itself. We're in a fucking city. If we have a star, all the brands are gonna come calling, and this is how you really show the NIL. This right here, what he's doing, this is really how you show off in that NIL shit. Cause I ain't seen none of them Georgia boys or nobody around this way with none of this. None of them brands that y'all talking about.
Hold on now, Bird. I ain't gonna lie. Derek Cooper is riding in a little Lambo down in Austin.
Is he?
I mean, he can get that. You can get you a truck, bro. You just said my boy got a commercial that's 2 minutes long. Come on now. We know how much commercials cost.
I'm trolling.
Come on, dog.
You know I'm trolling. Man, listen, what is that Lambo to a whole Gabos commercial, man? Come on, man. Whole clothing line with Hellstar. Hellstar is what the Jits are wearing now. Exactly. If you know, they wearing the Jits. So the Jits is wearing Mally. Feel me?
Right.
And that's why I said we're gonna get A1. That's exactly why we're gonna get Amir Sears. Because Amir Sears has a big ass brand. Him and Nick Lanier, I think they have the two biggest brands in South Florida to me. Boy, that Amir Sears, man, that boy, he got a brand. He's bigger. Him and Nick are bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than the football with them.
I ain't gonna lie. I fully expect in the next 5 years, especially if Nick blow up, you know what I'm saying, and take off like a lot of y'all have already seen down there. If he does that, I'm expecting to see a lot of Jits around here with some crazy ass haircuts or no haircuts. He probably finna start a whole motherfucking trend, dog. So y'all just be on the lookout for these Jits coming up here with crazy ass hairstyles or no haircut. Hair just look crazy than a motherfucker.
The no haircut trend.
No haircut trend.
Hey, but they can do that, man, when they got the game to back it up. Like, think about that shit. Game ain't based on sympathy. Like, and that's probably some shit down there that y'all are all familiar with. But he, knew how to capitalize off of it.
Street, I got
a
question
shit worldwide.
Yeah, my best
that was a prison term.
My best friend brother used to say it all the time. The game ain't based on sympathy.
Didn't that start in prison?
What'd you say? Didn't that what?
Didn't that start in prison? That's the first time I heard it. I wasn't there, but
Man, you ain't watched the Mally commercial? What kind of villain are you?
Yeah.
He explained
No,
it.
but Gabos was out before Mally was even born. I'm trying to find out where the term came from. I thought it was a prison term.
That's what he said.
The game ain't based on sympathy.
Street, you think Nick Lanier, going to the city is bigger than him being at the West?
Do I think Nick Lanier? Say it again.
Do you think going to Kansas City is a better effect? Like, is a momentous like for the city of Miami that he's at Kansas City than he is at the West? Like,
I think Northwestern. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I think Northwestern is the school of Miami.
Oh, you must have went to Northwestern.
When you think of Miami, I think Northwestern has the biggest following. Kansas City has a huge one, but I'm not sure what it's turned into now that there's only 500 kids at the school or something crazy like that. But no, I think Northwestern school, like all our parents went to Northwestern. I think Northwestern school is the school when you think of Miami. Even with social media and stuff, when you use Northwestern and the name is the biggest name. What Kansas City? Because you see, Kansas City has taken beyond reality. From Chaminade. I don't know if they took them from Chaminade, but you see they're using Beyond Reality to start shooting like their season the way Chaminade was shooting their season. The little Haitian kids.
Yeah, I know. I know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Webbs and his brother.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I'm entrenched. I already know it. I'm just saying for the West, because I grew up next to Kansas City, and boy. Kansas City used to be that back in the day. They ain't that now, but
yeah, that's the problem. They ain't the stick no more. They got a long way to go, but it's good that he went there, but they ain't the West.
I think it's big.
Football wise, I think they're gonna instantly turn it around. I think football wise, they'll instantly.
That's what I'm saying.
Instantly be good.
Yeah.
But no, you can't.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, you can't replicate the tradition of Northwestern. You can't replicate. Just the tradition of Northwestern. Like even Miami Central, their rivals, doesn't have the tradition that Northwestern has.
Northwestern is like a HBCU. That's a high school in Miami.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah, I mean,
basically, they might be bigger than some HBCUs.
They are
in Miami.
So listen, bro.
I just like
anything y'all want to say in closing. I'm gonna put y'all in the back because I gotta get ready for this game, you know what I'm saying? It comes on in a little bit. They play at 2:30 against Louisville. They got a rematch versus Louisville, their first game in the tournament. Louisville played one game already. I just saw we just put a video up in the Discord, man, in the membership. The Canes basketball team walking to the locker room. So it's about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to go down. So anything else y'all want to say before y'all get out of here?
Shout out to the Villains, man. We here.
All right, shout out to the Villains, bro. I'm gonna put y'all in the back. Those are the Villains, the members. They're basically the members in the Discord. If you want to be part, the link is in the description. If you want to be a villain, and we're villains. They don't not villains like robbing and stealing it and something that's not what they are. Villains is just short for Vil, for people who don't. It's just short for Vil. Something I created. The Villains. That's what I call my members. And you see, we have good conversations in there, man. And I just bring them to the YouTube. We have them out here in open. But if you want to be a villain, text me 786-459-9499, or the link is in the description. Also, IOD Squad, man, we live trade. Yes, that's one thing we did in the Villains. We added IOD Squad and we started live trading for our villains. The ones that wanted to get into the stock market. We get up 8:30 this morning. We got up and made our goal. Live trading, where we actually get on the charts and you watch us trade. We're not your financial advisors. You can watch us trade and follow our moves. We traded NASDAQ this morning. Yeah, we traded NASDAQ this morning. Got up, made our goal, got out of there, and jumped on the Morning Breath Show. So listen, let's go Canes, man. You got about an hour and a half for the game kickoff. Let me see who's favorite. That's interesting. Let's see who's the favorite. We already got a few games kicking off already, huh? Now, NC State and Virginia thumping NC State. Ohio State up on Iowa. Kentucky up on Missouri by 11. Miami's an underdog by 1.5 points. I think that's the same thing it was in last game. So Miami's an underdog by 1.5 points. I'll take Miami with the points. I'm D, man. Everything from Bitcoin to ball, Morning Breath Show, man. We out.